The Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation in 2015 had approximately $630,000 to its name. Then Justin became Prime Minister. Now it has hundreds of millions of dollars in that foundation. Brian Lilly is with the Toronto Sun. He writes the best columns for the Toronto Sun. I'll probably get in trouble for that. And he joins me right now because, really, how can the Prime Minister say, oh, there's nothing wrong here, when it's going up millions and millions, tens of millions every month?
So it was 2016, shortly after Justin Trudeau became Prime Minister, a guy named Jean Bin,
right,
along with a foundation based out of Canada, gave, well, depending on how you cut it, a $1 million donation. Now, $200,000 went to the Trudeau Foundation, $750,000 went to the University of Montreal, or Université de Montréal, for scholarships in Pierre Trudeau's name, and $50,000 went to a statue of Pierre Trudeau that was never put up. And all of this happened at a time when a guy named Morris Rosenberg, I don't know if you know the name, Morris Rosenberg was heading the foundation. He's the guy that recently wrote the report that said,
nothing wrong with those
election interference from China? I didn't see any election interference from China. He was there accepting the donation from this guy that the Globe and Mail now says might have been involved in election interference.
Really, I can't ask how stupid do they think we are, but the Prime Minister will say,
they think we're very stupid.
Really, I mean, and then he says when we were talking about Mr. Dong in Don Valley, and there's evidence from CSIS, he says, well, CSIS, don't worry about that, that's not real evidence, and we know what happened. We know what happens in those meetings. I've seen it before, where people come in, they have the name here, they don't know the name, but it's written on here, and they check off the name, and they vote, and they're paid afterwards. The case in this one is not that it's the Liberals or Conservatives, it's a Communist Party doing it.
Look,
it's another government electing our MPs.
The idea of electoral interference or ethnic politics in Canada isn't new.
Correct.
The only assassination in our history involved ethnic politics. Yeah. Thomas D'Arcy McGee, back in the
bar just around the corner in Ottawa.
Yeah, and so this is not new. But what we've got are serious allegations of China interfering in our elections, and the Prime Minister.
Well, say that's racist.
Well, the Prime Minister wants to tell you, oh, we know this has been happening, but don't worry about it. Trust us, and don't look into anything, and stop asking questions because you're racist if you do. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. This is something we should all be concerned about regardless of party, and the fact that the Liberals are trying so hard to protect any further investigations just makes them look guilty.
It certainly does, and it cheapens the word racism. Brian Lilly, thank you very much. 3 minutes. Thank you for contributing. We are almost out of the hole. People like the show, and we want to keep it on the air. So, press subscribe. Press PayPal. PayPal is really simply a credit card that you can pay with. And if you're writing a check or a letter, please put your address in, because I will send a letter to everybody who contributes money. Subscribe, PayPal. Thank you.